Hey, what's going on, guys? Today, like I said before, I was coming at you guys with Cyber Dragons. This is easily one of the most fun decks that I've played, and I think this format is the best OTK deck. This deck is a blind go second deck, so like it doesn't matter if you win or lose the die roll. Most players want to play going first, so you don't have to really worry about like going first or second too much, because most of the time you're gonna go second, and that's what this deck wants to do. Now this is my Cyber Dragon deck list. It's not the most optimal and stuff, just because like for the most optimal you would run triple lightning storms and stuff like that, but I don't own lightning storms. But this is still a very good deck, and I'm probably gonna do a test hand after I show you guys the cards. So without further ado, let's get started. So you run triple OG Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon, this card is so good. Free special summon, and just like light monster machine 2100 attack, you just be able to do crazy stuff with this card. Move that to the side. Then we play the normal summon of the deck, which is Cyber Dragon Core. This card is so busted. Just for like, you start off by normal summoning it, you get to add any cyber spell or trap. If I did have it, you would add like Cyberload Fusion, and that lets you fusion summon using monsters, I think like banishing in the graveyard. But I don't own that card, so you would add like Cyber Emergency, or you can add Cyber Repair Plant, or even the trap card if it's gonna be more of a grind game. It also has a second effect of, if it's in the graveyard and you control no monsters and your opponent controls a monster, you can banish it to special summon a Cyber Dragon monster from your deck, a Cyber Dragon from your deck. So you automatically get this guy on field. So really cool effect. Now I run triple Cyber Dragon Hertz. So I run a couple cards for you to discard, and basically what this card says is, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one other Cyber Dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So you search out Cyber Dragon, or if it's in your graveyard and you have no more copies in your deck, you just add one to your hand. It's a level 1 monster, so you could run Linkuriboh if this is on the field, but I don't run Linkuriboh for other factors. And if this card is special summon, it becomes level 5 until the end of this turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except machine monsters. I don't really use that effect too much because you're kind of stuck on special summoning machine monsters from the extra deck, but sometimes you are going to use it. So that's Cyber Dragon Hertz. Next, I run 2 Nashters. I think you can run 3. I run 2 just because you're able to search this off so many cards. You can special summon this card by sending one monster from your hand to the graveyard to special, and if it's normal or special summon, you get to special summon a machine monster with 2100 attack or defense from your graveyard. So it's a free special summon, and it's literally a free special summon from your hand and a special summon from the graveyard. So that is so good. And if you send Hertz to the graveyard, you get to special summon this Hertz. You get to add a Cyber Dragon, and if you already have a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, activate Nashter to special summon it. So that's a really good effect. Also, you can use Linkuriboh, but I don't really run Linkuriboh. We run 1 VR. 1 VR is always good. It becomes Cyber Dragon once on the field or graveyard. If you no more special summon a Cyber Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it's literally an extender. And then once per turn, each Cyber Dragon you control gains 500 attack and defense. This is really good just for going for the OTK play. In this deck, you want to win as fast as possible. You do not want to play the grind game. So any chance that you have to finish the game, I say go for it. Run 2 Galaxy Soldiers. This card is so good in this deck. You could even run 3 if you guys wanted to. So basically, you send another light monster from your hand to the graveyard to special summon this. So once again, you can just send Hertz. And if you send Hertz, you get to search a Cyber Dragon from your deck to your hand, and then you get to search a Galaxy Soldier from your deck to your hand. So you're basically not losing any resources, which is so cool about this card. It's a level 5 light machine. So yeah. In this deck, I really love this engine. So I run this engine as much as possible. So basically, you can activate this in your Pendulum Zone, and then it says you can discard a card to special summon a Symphonic Warrior monster from your deck. The Symphonic Warrior monster you would special summon is Mike's, It's a level 5 machine, so you can still overlay for Cyber Dragon Nova and then go into Infinity. But this allows you to get an extra normal summon, which is amazing. I'm not really too sure if Cyber Dragon Nova is a once per turn. It says you can only use one Cyber Dragon effect per turn. Okay, so yeah, you can't do that, but it gives you an extra normal summon if you have another monster in your hand. And it just really serves for the level 5 machine on the field. It also like kind of baits things out. So if you activate it, like if your opponent doesn't want it, like it'll destroy it or negate the activation. So, you know, it's really good. I run one Jizukiru. This, you can search this out. So just being able to search out a kaiju is freaking amazing. Just because a lot of people are playing Appaloosa and they're playing Borload Savage and Herald for that, you know, that Jet Synchron combo. You just search this out. If they think you don't, you know, you're not running kaiju, you just search the kaiju and then just tribute like the Borload Savage or something. Then I run one Pankratops, just because this, you know, you want to bait out your opponent's negates if they have a bunch of negates as possible. So if they have more cards than you, you just special summon this from your hand, and then you contribute it, quick effect, to destroy a card on the field. So like if you're playing against spell and trap card decks, you know, this serves as destroying one of their spell and trap cards. Now going to the spells, run triple emergency. This is basically the searcher of the deck. This is so good. And you activate it at a light machine that cannot be normal summon or set. So you could basically search the kaiju, or you can search a Cyber Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. So basically any card in your deck. Then if this card was negated by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you could discard a card and add this card to your hand. So once again, you can discard the Hertz, add this back to hand, and you get to search for a Cyber Dragon. So it's so good. Next, 2 Cyber Repair Plants. This only activates if you have a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard. 9 times out of 10 you are going to have a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. So this basically adds any light machine type monster from your deck to your hand, so basically the entire deck, or a light machine type monster in your graveyard and shuffle it into the deck. That effect is kind of iffy, but you know, maybe it'll come up one day and you need it back in the deck, so who knows. I play one Cyber Ref system. You special summon a Cyber Dragon monster from your a Cyber Dragon from your hand or graveyard, and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So that's really good. I run 2 Power Bonds. I play a lot of fusions in this deck, and once again, like, Cyber Dragons want to like kill your opponent off first turn, like the first turn they're able to. So Power Bond helps with that because it doubles the attack. Overload Fusion, just because you can fusion summon from your field or graveyard. So if you linked off and XYZ summon a bunch of cards and you have a bunch of cards in your graveyard, activate this and you get basically a free monster on board. So this is really good. If you have Cyberload Fusion, I'd say cut Power Bond to 1 and then add the Cyberload Fusion, just because Cyberload Fusion is searchable. But yeah, that's what I would do. Then I run triple Machine Duplication. I think this card runs the best in Cyber Dragons, just because you have the normal summon of Cyber Dragon, what's it called? Cyber Dragon Core, and then you search a spell, and then you activate Machine Dupe. You special summon 2 Cyber Dragons from the deck, which is already like literally like you're almost there to full board. 1 Foolish, just to send like some cards to the graveyard. Yeah. 1 Monster Reborn, you already know. Mind Control, you want to bait out the negates as much as possible, and if you baited out their negates, you can Mind Control and then link off their monsters, so that's good. Regeki, just to blow up the field, I would switch this for a Lightning Storm. Instant Fusion, just because you can special summon Chimera Tech Dragon from your extra deck. Limited Removal, doubles the attack of all machine monsters on the field so you can attack for game. Book of Moon, which is a quick play spell that puts your opponent's monster face down. A lot of people are not playing this, but I think this is really cool, just because your fusion monster inflicts piercing damage to your opponent. So if you Book of Moon, there's like, if you bait out the Savage, activate Book of Moon, it goes into defense, and then you go into Cyber End Dragon. then you basically have piercing damage, and it's at 8,000 attack. So you can go for game there, and 1 cybernetic overflow. So that's all the cards. Now I'm gonna do a very quick test hand. Once again, guys, I really do think that Cyber Dragon is the best OTK deck this format. And I completely forgot to show you guys the extra deck. So I'm gonna shuffle this and then show you guys the extra deck. And you can add like 1,000 Eyes Restrict just to like for another bait. And I do run 41 cards. I love, like, I say you can run like 42 cards in the main deck. Once you go over that, then it's kind of like too much. But I like running 42. I don't feel like it hurts the deck too much, but that's just me. Alright, so give it a quick shuffle. And I feel like with this deck, you don't really have too many bad hands, which is so crazy. So I'll do a go first and a go second. So Link Monsters, Cyber Dragon Seeger, basically gives your Cyber Dragons 2100 attack and defense during the battle. Almirage, just to send Cyber Dragon Core to the graveyard. Platinum Gadget, it's a Link 2 with 2 machines. If it's Link summoning during your main phase, you can special summon a level 4 monster from your hand, so basically an extender. 2 Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, this destroys spell and trap cards and sends machine monsters to the graveyard. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, this you can, like, if your opponent has any machine monsters on the field, you can contact fuse into this. Cyber Twin Dragon, this probably be the fastest thing I cut out if I find something better, but this is just for like double attack. Mega Fleet, if they have an Appaloosa and you have Cyber Dragon on the field, you just link it off, or fusion, contact fuse. Cyber End Dragon, to go for an 8,000 attack beater. Wind Up Arsenal Zenmail, I have this for going up against spell or trap card decks. Pallades, it's a free bounce with 2 level 5 light monsters, 2 Novas, and 2 Infinities for the negates. So it's kind of cool. This deck can go first, so if your opponent makes you go first, you can still put up like a fight, but you know, you still want to go second. So let's start off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess it kind of is a shame that we drew double Galaxy Soldiers, but we're still gonna make this work. So I think I'd start off by going to do Foolish Burial. We're gonna send a Hertz to the graveyard, and since it was sent to the graveyard, we get to add a Cyber Dragon from our deck to our hand. So then next we're gonna normal summon Core. Core is gonna give us a Cyber Speller Trap. So here we would just go into, I guess, like Cyber Emergency. We're gonna activate Cyber Emergency. We're gonna search out Nashter. Alright, so from here we're gonna discard Cyber Dragon to special summon Galaxy Soldier. We have the other Galaxy Soldier in our hand, so we can't really do anything. Like, we don't get to search. But now we're gonna activate Nashter's effect to send Galaxy Soldier to the grave to special summon Nashter. And then Nashter's effect, it special summons a Cyber Dragon from the graveyard. So right here we have a pretty cool board. We can only summon light machine type monsters for the rest of the turn because we use Nashter's effect. So here we're gonna link these 2 off into Cyber Dragon Seeger. Let me put that down for you guys. I'll put it right here. Now we're gonna overlay these 2 into a Cyber Dragon Nova. Nova's effect, we're gonna detach 1 because we control a Cyber Dragon in our graveyard, Hertz. We can discard the Cyber Dragon and then special summon the Cyber Dragon. then we can just overlay Infinity on top. So this is our board, and then we have Overload Fusion, which I don't know if it's good going Overload Fusion right now. Yeah, I think we would save that for our next turn. So here we have one Omni Negate. We have a Cyber Dragon. You can even use the Infinity's effect to suck up Cyber Dragon. So now it gains 200 extra attack. So now it's at 23, 25, 27. So now it's at 2700 attack. So Omni Negate, sometimes like you go up against decks and an Omni Negate is enough to stop them. And if they try to destroy by battle, Cyber Dragon Seeger automatically makes it gain 2100 attack and defense. So that's just busted. Even Seeger gains 2100 attack and defense. So that's just crazy. So next play, like if we're going up against a like Altergeist where they just set a bunch of trap cards, we draw for turn. We'd bait out like a negate by like normal summoning core. Let's say they negate it with something. We'd go Overload Fusion. We'd banish we'd banish the Galaxy and I guess core. Well, you can even do more. So let's say they have 3 back row, you can banish another one to summon Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, and that automatically, since we use 3, we can automatically destroy their 3 back row. And then its other effect, we can send 2 Light Machine monsters from the deck to the graveyard, and for each one we sent, this gains an additional attack. So that's just crazy to me. So yeah, that was like us going first, just to show you guys like going first, like you'll still put up a fight. It's not gonna be too crazy, but you know, there's not a lot of decks out there that want to go second that can put up a fight going first, you know? Like I've seen so many times where they literally went first and they just passed because they're a go second deck. So let's give this a quick shuffle right quick. I'll probably, for my next deck profile, I'll do one of my other favorite OTK decks, and this one is just crazy good. Like Cyber Dragon I think is the best one just because of its versatility going first and second, but the other one that I'll probably put on is just crazy. It's a really slept on deck. So cut, now we're going second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then draw. So what we're gonna want to do here is, let's say they have negate. We're going to special the Pancratops because they control more cards than we do because we control 0. And then we're just gonna bait out the negate. So we're gonna tribute itself to destroy, like let's say the Savage Dragon. They're gonna negate it. So let's, you know, just for video purposes, let's just say that that was the only negate they had. So now we have a normal summon of Cyber Dragon Core. We don't even like really need to summon that just because we have so many freaking cards here. That would have been crazy if we drew the Machine Dupe. So here, I guess, like to play a little bit of mind games, I would search out Cyber Emergency. So now they only think you have 1, just in case this game goes longer than it does. Activate Cyber Emergency to add Cyber Dragon. So now we're gonna discard Cyber Dragon to special summon Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier's effect, we get to add a Galaxy Soldier from our deck to our hand. Now we can activate Cyber Repair Plant. Since there's a Cyber Dragon in our graveyard, we get to add a Light Machine monster. So this one we're gonna add Nashter. So we're gonna special summon Nashor by discarding Soldier. Special. Nashor's effect. Special summon a Cyber Dragon. Now we're gonna link these two off. It's kind of gonna be the same play, but we'll go for a Seeger. Overlay these two into a Nova. Activate Nova's effect since we have a Cyber Dragon monster in our graveyard, which is Nashor. Discard to special. Now we get to overlay that on top for an infinity. Now from here, just for, you know, video purposes once again, you can go for another infinity, which would be pretty smart, but we're gonna activate Cyber Rev System. That special summons a Cyber Dragon. So we don't have an extra Cyber Dragon, so I guess we would go for just go for Cyber Dragon Core, or just the one that has the most attack, which sadly it is Core. Then here, if you guys want, you can either suck up Core with Infinity. Now it gains 200 more attack, or you can even like Contact Fuse, but I don't think it'd be worth it. And yeah, now we basically just brought that. So this has 27 attack. It can suck up an attack position monster, so you can even keep this and suck up like the Borreload Savage. Now if you're gonna, like, if they had no more monsters on the field, 21, 25, 21, 400, and yeah. So that's gonna be like the little video, guys. I don't know if I should make one more. I'll probably do one more. Let's see if we can just draw a Machine Dupe just so we can take off. But yeah, I feel like Machine Dupe in this deck is like this is the best deck that uses Machine Dupe. You can even run hand traps and stuff, but like Cyber Dragons, I kind of really don't want to run hand traps. I just want to like break your board and that's it. Feel me? If I had Lightning Storm, that would be great, but Lightning Storm sadly is a $100 card, and I'm definitely not getting that. If I pull it, awesome. All right, so let's draw. We'll go second again. 2, 3, 4, 5, and draw. So we don't have a crazy hand, but we can just basically bait out a bunch of stuff. So let's see. We want to save the special summons, so we want to kind of keep this to the side. We're going to want to see if, like, let's say they have an Apollousa. Special summon Cyber Dragon, because it's an inherent summon and they can't really negate that. You can Contact Fuse the Apollousa and Cyber Dragon for Mega Flea Dragon. Now you don't have to worry about the Apollousa. Let's say they have another negate. You can go Cyber Repair Plan because we control a Cyber Dragon. They want to let that go, or they want to negate it. So let's say they don't want to negate it because, you know, Cyber Repair Plan, what is that going to do? All right, that's fine. We'll just add a Kaiju. Let's say, you know, they had a Borreload Savage. Now we just Kaiju their Borreload Savage. And now here we're just able to pop off. So we're going to special summon Galaxy Soldier. Let me put this. This is a Kaiju on their field. So it'll be like, actually it could be like this. So we're going to special summon Galaxy Soldiers by sending Hertz. Hertz is going to add us a Cyber Dragon. And Galaxy Soldier is going to add Galaxy Soldier. So you basically don't lose anything if you use like that 2-card combo. Next, what we can do here is activate Cyber Emergency. We're gonna add, what should we add? We haven't normal summoned, but do we need, no. Should we add an Ashter? Oh, this is actually gonna be pretty good. Alright, so an Ashter. So now we're going to send Cyber Dragon to the grave to special summon Galaxy Soldier, because it's not a once per turn, only the adding effect is a once per turn. And now we're gonna, since we haven't normal summoned, correct? Yeah. We're gonna normal summon Nashter. Nashter's effect is when it's normal special summon, we get to special summon a Cyber Dragon. Now we're gonna overlay these two for. You can go either Pallades, activate Pallades effect, detach to add Kaiju back to your hand, which would be kind of cool. Or just for, you know, in this purposes, we're gonna go for Nova. Nova's effect, we're gonna detach to special summon Cyber Dragon. Then we're gonna overlay that on top to infinity. Is that a once per turn? It's a soft once per turn, so you can literally just go into infinity again. Nova. Detach to special summon. And then either overlay that on top for infinity for another Omni Negate. And then you can link these two off for Cyber Dragon Seeker. So this would be our end board, and we still have a Cyber Emergency in our hand for our next turn. So we have two Omni Negates, but this would basically be game. Yeah. So that definitely would be game. And then you can still activate the effect to suck up the Kaiju, just for the extra attack, and now we can attack directly. So this is why I say this is probably the best OTK deck this format, just because, you know, you can go first or second, and like the, you know, two infinities in a board, sucking up their attack position monsters. That's just so good. And you can search out Kaijus. What? I would probably even run two Kaijus, just so like you can have one in your hand and you can search out another one just in case. So I'll probably add a second Kaiju now that I'm thinking about it. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys think there's anything I should add or cut out in the deck. There probably is a bunch of stuff that I should add and cut out, but you know, I want to hear from you guys. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm probably gonna make the other OTK deck profile. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys have a good day.